4th edition of Interchange, the most widely used and the most successful English course in the world. This state-of-the-art software is designed to help you maximize your teaching effectiveness as you move seamlessly through each lesson, incorporating video, audio, and even online resources, all with the click of a mouse. Visit the link below or contact your Cambridge University Press representative for a demonstration today.
أهلا بكم في حلقة جديدة وفيديو جديد لقناتنا English for Arabs. Welcome to English for Arabs. Unit 11, Part 2, 4th edition, Interchange 2. 7. These are the words of exercise number 7. Cattle, T-soft-D, cattle. Livestock, corn, corn. Wheat, H silent, wheat. A plant is used for making flour, flour. This word flour, flour. Soya bean, a small bean grown in Asia. A small bean grown in Asia, Asia. Africa, Asia. Lobsters, lobsters. Microchip, a computer part. A microchip is a part of a computer. A computer, T, soft D and R, a computer. Oysters, sea creatures that live in shells. Sea creatures that live in shells. Oysters. To be manufactured, to be manufactured. Textile, textile, a cloth made by hand or machine. Shrimps, small sea animals. Shrimps, small sea animals, small sea creatures. Goats, animals which are related to sheep. Goats, animals which are related to sheep. 8. Currency, money. Hard currency, valuable money. Hard currency, valuable money. EU, European Union. EU, European Union. Credit cards, credit cards. 9. A crop, crop. A plant that's grown in large amounts. A plant that's grown in large amounts. Consume, to use. Import, export. Cultivate, grow. Cultivate, grow. Textile industries. Textile industries. The industry of making clothes. The industry of making clothes. Clothes. And here, instead of the, because I have a vowel, N with I. The industry. The vowel I, we read it the. The industry of making clothes. Makeup, to form. Makeup, to form. 10. Snow-capped mountains. Snow-capped mountains. Plains, large areas of flat land. Large areas of flat land. Location, a place. 13. These are the words of exercise number 13. Eye-opening, eye-opening. Surprising, surprising. P for pen. Surprising. Interesting, interesting. E silent. This E, the first E is silent. Interesting. So you should say interesting. Don't say interesting, wrong. Interesting. Eye-opening, surprising, interesting. Interesting. Highlight, attract attention to. Emphasize, highlight, attract attention to. Emphasize. utensils, utensils, devices or tools with a particular use, devices or tools with a particular use. Souvenir, souvenir, something you buy or keep to remember a place you visited. Souvenir, something you buy or keep to remember a place you visited. Exhibit, exhibit, H silent, exhibit. An object on show in a museum. An object on show in a museum. Art gallery. Exhibit, an object on show in a museum. Art gallery. Sparkle, sparkle, shine brightly, shine brightly. Item, item, T soft D, item, an object. Item, an object. Copper, a soft red brown metal. Metal, T soft D. Copper, a soft red brown metal. British metal, American metal. Sample, sample. Take or try a small amount of something. Take or try a small amount of something. Go off the beaten path. Go off the beaten path. Beaten, T soft D. Beaten, British. American, beaten. Do something unusual. Found it, started, stunning, attractive. Ancient, very old. Yeah, sound between Y and O. Very old. Complimentary, free of charge. Free of charge, free. Free, without paying money, free. Gooey, gooey, thick and sticky. Thick and sticky. Display, show. That's the end of unit number 11. Wish you all good luck. Unit 11, Interchange 2. Exercise number 7, Word Power, Local Industry. Complete the chart and add one more word to each category and write one word for every group, for every section. Category, British, American, category, group or section. In this exercise we have different words. We need to put these words here. Farmed, grown, manufactured, raised. Farmed. Farm, okay, like lobsters, like fish. Fish farms. Grown, you grow fruit, vegetables, grains. Grown plus fruit, vegetable, grains. Vegetables, grains. Manufactured industry, like machines, inventions. Appliances. Raised, we raise animals. Raised plus animals. So before I use these words, farm, okay, like fish. In Egypt we have fish farms. Grown, you grow fruit, vegetables, grains. Manufactured, appliances, machines, industry. Raised, animals. Let's get started. We have here the word cattle. Cattle. Cattle, T soft D, British, cattle. Cattle, cattle. Cows, buffaloes. Corn. Corn. This is maize. Electronics. Electronics, televisions, mobiles. Goats. Animals related to sheep. Lobsters. Lobsters, American, O as a sound, O as a, lobsters. Sea creatures. Microchips. Microchips, parts of computers. Oysters. Oysters, like shrimps, oysters, they are some kind of farms for oysters. Sheep. This is not sheep, no. Sheep with SH. Sheep, animals like goats. Goats, sheep. Shrimp. Shrimp, sea creatures. Small sea creatures. Soya beans. Soya beans, beans, small beans, which are grown in Asia. Which are grown in Asia. Textiles. Wheat. Textile, clothes. Wheat. Wheat, we use wheat. We grow wheat to make flour. And the flour, from the flour we make bread. So wheat is used for making bread. Now let's answer the question. Farm. What do we farm? We can have lobsters farms, oysters farms, shrimp farms, fish farms. So farmed, lobsters, oysters, shrimp, fish. Grown. We grow corn, wheat, soya beans, coffee, rice, bananas, apples. Grown plus fruit, vegetables, grains. Grains like corn, wheat. Manufactured. Manufactured industry. Manufactured. Cars. Microchips. Electronics. Textiles. Televisions. Raised. So after manufactured, we have machines, appliances, electronics. Raised. We raise animals. Raised cattle. Sheep. Goats. Chickens. We raise chickens. Cows. Cows. Camels. Some people raise camels in the desert. B. Group work. Talk about things that are found in your country. Now, we wrote the words here. We put them here. Can we make a sentence? Example. We grow soya beans. We also manufacture cars. We grow soya beans. We also manufacture cars. In Egypt, we have fish farms. In Egypt, we have a lot of fish farms. In Egypt, we grow wheat. Bananas, rice. We grow rice. We grow wheat, rice, and bananas. In Egypt, we manufacture televisions and cars. In Egypt, we raise chickens, goats, and sheep. Now, exercise number 8, conversation. I need some information. Look at the picture. What do you see? A young man and a young lady, and they're talking. They are talking on the phone. This one is wearing formal suit. He's wearing a suit. And he's writing information. He's writing a message, maybe. The second one, the first one is in an office. He's in an office, maybe. What's this place? Where is he or she? This is, you see, mirror, hairbrush, cosmetics, products like perfumes, tissues. This is, what's this? This is a hair salon. This is a hair salon. Let's listen.
Page 75, Exercise 8, Conversation. I need some information. Part A. Listen and practice. Hello?
Oh, hello. I need some information. What currency is used in the European Union?
Where?
The European Union?
I think the euro is used in most of Europe.
Oh, right. And is English spoken much there?
I really have no idea.
Huh. Well, what about credit cards? Are they accepted everywhere?
How would I know?
Well, you're a travel agent, aren't you?
What? This is a hair salon. You have the wrong number.
I need some information. Listen and practice. This is Kelly, a young lady, and a young man, John. Kelly. Hello. Oh, hello. I need some information. What currency is used in the European Union? Currency. Currency, the money that people use in this area. In Egypt, we use Egyptian pound. Saudi Arabia, Saudi riyals. Kuwait dinar. What currency is used in the European Union? European Union, the countries in Europe. Where? The European Union? I think the euro is used in most of Europe. The euro. This is the currency of the European Union. Oh, right. And is English spoken much there? Is English spoken in the European Union? Do a lot of people speak English in Europe? I really have no idea. I have no idea. I don't know. Aha, this is exclamation mark. How come? Well, what about credit cards? Are they accepted everywhere? Credit cards like MasterCards, Visa cards. Are they accepted everywhere? How would I know? How would I know? Well, you're a travel agent, aren't you? A travel agent. So the man is thinking that he's calling travel agency. A travel agency gives you information about countries, make hotel reservations. A travel agency makes hotel reservations. A travel agency arranges tours for tourists, trips for tourists. What? This is a hair salon. You have the wrong number. The wrong number, false number. This is not the correct number. Now B, use information about a country, to act out the conversation. So you and your friend start to ask this conversation and ask questions about a country, Example. Hello, oh hello, I need some information. What currency is used in Egypt? Where? Egypt. In Egypt, we use the Egyptian pound. All right. Is English spoken much there? No. In Egypt, we speak Arabic. What about credit cards? Are they accepted everywhere? Credit cards such as MasterCard and Visa cards are accepted in supermarkets, hypermarkets, and in banks everywhere in Egypt. Well, thanks for the information. You're welcome. Exercise number 9. Exercise number 9, grammar focus. Passive without by, simple present. This is the passive, but this time in simple present.
Page 75, Exercise 9, Grammar Focus. Passive without by, simple present. For the simple present, use the present of be plus past participle. Active. They use the euro in most of Europe. Passive. The euro is used in most of Europe. Active.
They speak English in many European countries.
Passive.
English is spoken in many European countries.
Active. They manufacture a lot of cars in Europe. Passive. A lot of cars are manufactured in Europe.
Exercise number 9, grammar focus. Passive without by, simple present. For the simple present, use the present of be plus pp, past participle. Active. They use the euro in most of Europe. They, subject, use verb. The euro, object. To make it passive, we'll start with object, is, are, pp, past participle, plus by, plus the doer of the action, okay, the subject. But here, we can omit, we can erase, we can delete by plus the doer of the action. Example. They use the euro in most of Europe. Subject, verb, object. Object, the euro is or are, is. PP, use, used. So we use D, used. The euro is used in most of Europe. They speak English in many European countries. They, subject, speak verb. English, object. We start with the object, English. English is or are, English is plus pp, spoken. English is spoken in many European countries. English is spoken in many European countries. So English subject is spoken, the verb, in many European countries. They manufacture a lot of cars in Europe. We start with the object, a lot of cars are manufactured. Cars, plural. This is why you put are. A lot of cars are manufactured in Europe. Let's get this PowerPoint presentation. Passive without by. Simple present. The simple present, do you remember simple present? He, she, it, verb plus s, es, ias. Simple present. Simple present. He, she, it, verb, s, es, ias. Plus object. This sentence is active. We use a verb. Example, they speak English in Europe. So this is simple present. This is active. To make it passive, we said we start with object, by, them, and the verb here, present, verb to be in present, is, are, plus pp, speak, spoke, spoken. The past participle, spoken. So English is spoken in Europe by them. So this is the passive. English is spoken in Europe by them. You know that English is spoken in Europe by who? By European people. So here I can omit by them. It's not important. I can say English is spoken in Europe. English is spoken. English is spoken in Europe. So to make sentence in passive and present simple or simple present tense, object is are, past participle, by, subject. Okay? If by subject not important and it's known, it would be object is are plus pp, past participle. Why? We omit by and the subject, the doer of the action. We omit it, we erase it, we delete it. Why? Because the doer of the action is not important. English is spoken in Europe. English is spoken in Europe. A. Complete this passage using the simple present passive form. In this exercise, we are going to read this part and put the verbs, all of these verbs, in passive, in present. You will write is, are, plus pp. Many crops grow in Taiwan. The verb grow, many crops, crops with s plural, is or are. Many crops are grown. Grown the pp. Many crops are grown in Taiwan. Some crops, crops with s plural, are consumed. Consumed, you put d, this is the pp. Consume, consumed, consumed. Some crops are consumed locally. Again, many crops are grown in Taiwan. Some crops are consumed locally. But others are exported. Are exported. Exported, ed. T singular. Tea is grown. Tea is grown in cooler parts of the island. S silent, the island. And rice. And rice is cultivated. Rice is cultivated. Cultivated in warmer parts. Fishing is also an important industry. A wide variety of seafood is caught. Seafood is caught. Catch, caught, the past participle caught. A wide variety of seafood is caught and shipped all over the world. A wide variety of seafood is caught and is shipped all over the world. Many people are employed. Many people are employed, ed, in the electronics and textile industries as well. The answers are grown, are consumed, are exported, is cultivated, British is cultivated, is caught, are employed. B. Complete the sentences. Use the passive of these verbs. Here we have different verbs: grow, make up, manufacture, raise, speak, use. Said manufacture for cars, appliances, electronics, raise animals, okay, or people. Now, Choose the verb, write the verb here, and put the verb in passive. Make it PP, past participle. French and English in Canada. So French and English are languages, so I need the verb speak. French and English are spoken in Canada. French and English are spoken in Canada by the Canadian. So I can say French and English are spoken. French and English are spoken in Canada. 2. A lot of rice in Vietnam. Rice, I use the verb grow. We grow rice, we grow vegetables, fruit. A lot of rice is grown in Vietnam. A lot of rice is grown in Vietnam. 3. The US of 50 states. The verb make up. The past made. And verb to be here, this is singular, is the US is made up. The US is made up of 50 states. A lot of sheep in New Zealand. Sheep, animals. So a lot of F as V and T as soft D. A lot of sheep are raised. A lot of sheep are raised in New Zealand. Cars and computers, appliances, computers, electronics. So cars and computers, the verb manufacture, cars and computers are manufactured in Korea. Cars and computers are manufactured in Korea. 6. The US dollar is used in Ecuador. The US dollar is used. The US dollar is used in Ecuador. Number C. Per work, use the passive of the verbs in part B to talk about your country and other countries you know. So in this exercise, you are going to make sentences about your country. You can make sentences about Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Yemen, Morocco, any country. For example, Arabic is spoken in Egypt. A lot of rice is grown in Egypt. Egypt is made up of 30 governorates. A lot of cows are raised in Upper Egypt. The Egyptian pound is used in Egypt. The Egyptian pound is used in Egypt. Exercise number 10, listening. Colombia. Here look at the picture. What do you see? This is what's this? This is a map. For which country? This is Colombia. Where is Colombia? Colombia is an continent in South America or in North America. Colombia is in South America. South America. In the capital city is Bogota. And we see here in the picture, this is Colombia, the capital city. You have a lot of towers, skyscrapers, high buildings, mountains. Second picture, peasants, people who grow plants. A. Listen to a short talk about Colombia. Complete the chart. Facts about Colombia. In this exercise, you're going to listen and write the answer. Location, place, where is Colombia? Population, the number of people. Language, industries, agriculture products.
Page 76, Exercise 10, Listening. Colombia. Part A. Listen to a short talk about Colombia. Complete the chart.
Colombia is located in the northwestern part of South America and is the fourth largest country in South America. It has coastlines on both the Atlantic and the Pacific Oceans. It has a population of around 45 million and is a very beautiful country with snow-capped mountains as well as hot lowland plains. The capital city is Bogotá. Spanish is spoken by nearly all Colombians, and it is the country's official language. Many religions are practiced, but the religion of the majority of the population is Roman Catholic. Some of the most important industries are textiles and clothing. Other industries include mining and oil. Agriculture is the most important section of the economy, and Colombia's main agricultural products are coffee, flowers, sugar, bananas, rice, corn, and cotton. The coffee that is grown and exported is delicious. In fact, Colombia produces more coffee than any other country except Brazil and Vietnam.
Colombia. Location. Location, place. Where is Colombia? Northwest South America, with coasts on the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Population, the number of people. Around 45 million. 45 million. Language, Spanish. Industries, textiles and clothing, mining and oil. Industries, textiles and clothing, mining and oil. Agricultural products, coffee, flowers, sugar, bananas, rice, corn, and cotton. British cotton and cotton. B. Listen again. Check through the things the speaker mentions about Colombia. Now we are going to listen again and make true for the things about Colombia: beaches, rivers, volcanoes. Beaches, rivers, volcanoes, lakes, snow-capped mountains, hot lowland plains. Listen again.
Page 76, Exercise 10, Part B. Listen again. Check the things the speaker mentions about Colombia.
Colombia is located in the northwestern part of South America and is the fourth largest country in South America. It has coastlines on both the Atlantic and the Pacific Oceans. It has a population of around 45 million and is a very beautiful country with snow-capped mountains as well as hot lowland plains. The capital city is Bogotá. Spanish is spoken by nearly all Colombians, and it is the country's official language. Many religions are practiced, but the religion of the majority of the population is Roman Catholic. Some of the most important industries are textiles and clothing. Other industries include mining and oil. Agriculture is the most important section of the economy, and Colombia's main agricultural products are coffee, flowers, sugar, bananas, rice, corn, and cotton. The coffee that is grown and exported is delicious. In fact, Colombia produces more coffee than any other country except Brazil and Vietnam.
B. Check through the things the speaker mentions about Colombia. The speaker mentioned beaches because he said coasts on the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. When we have coasts, we have Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, so you can have beaches. Beaches. Number 2, snow-capped mountains. Hot. American, hot. Hot lowland plains. British, hot. American, hot. Hot lowland plains. Exercise number 11. Speaking. Guess the country. A. Pair work. Choose a country, then answer these questions. Where is it located? Where is the country? What cities are found there? What languages are spoken? What currency is used? What famous tourist attraction is found there? What products are exported? In this exercise, you are going to choose any country all over the world, and then other students are going to ask you some questions. For example, Australia. Where is Australia located? Australia is located near China. The nearest country, the nearest continent is Asia. Australia is a small continent. What cities are found in Australia? Melbourne, Sydney. Melbourne and Sydney. We have a lot of cities, but the most famous cities in Australia are Melbourne and Sydney. What languages are spoken? Australian people speak English. British English. The Australian accent nearly British English. Not American. It's the British accent. What currency is used? The Australian people use the Australian dollar. Australian dollar. What famous tourist attraction is found there? There are a lot of tourist attractions in Australia. There are wonderful forests, wonderful jungles, wonderful landscapes, natural places. You can visit different museums in Melbourne and Sydney. What products are exported? In Australia, they export a lot of things. They export oil, iron, steel. They export cows, meat products. 12. Writing a guidebook introduction. Look at the picture here. What do you see? Someone, and we have here green areas. This is like a field. Maybe he is a farmer. Make information. Chart like the one in exercise 10 about a country you know. Then write an introduction for a guidebook about the country. In this exercise, this is going to be homework. It's writing. You are going to write an essay or paragraph about a country. Example, Vietnam. Vietnam is located in Southeast Asia. It has a population of over 90 millions. 90 millions. British 90. It has a population of over 90 million people. Vietnamese is the official language. The country has many beautiful beaches, high mountains, and busy cities. Rice is grown in. So in this exercise, you are going to write about a country you like and write about it a paragraph in a professional way. Homework. Exercise 13. Reading. A guide to unusual museums. A guide to unusual museums. Look at the pictures and scan the article. Where do you think you can see very old objects a working factory, historic cooking tools. Now, unusual museums. A guide to unusual museums. What mean unusual museums? Different museums, not traditional. Museums such as the Egyptian Museum, the Agriculture Museum in Egypt, the Military Museum. But here we have different kind. Have you been to the Louvre in Paris? The Louvre Museum in Paris, the National Museum of Anthropology in Mexico City, or any of those other must-see museums, very famous museums that you must see. Well, now it's time to go off the beaten path. It's time to try something unusual. Look at the picture. What do you see? Different people, different kinds of vegetables, agriculture products, as if they are cooking something, they are cutting the vegetables. What's this? The Kimchi Museum, Seoul, South Korea. Here you see that the people, the young ladies, are wearing Korean clothes. This is Seoul, the capital of South Korea. If you don't know about kimchi, a trip to the Kimchi Museum is an eye-opening experience. If you don't know anything about kimchi, what's kimchi? This is in Korea, a culture in Korea. A trip to the Kimchi Museum, to the Museum of Kimchi People, is an eye-opening experience, is a surprising, is an interesting experience. Eye-opening, interesting, surprising. The museum was founded in 1986. The museum was established in 1986 to highlight South Korea's rich kimchi culture. Highlight, to emphasize, to attract attention to South Korea's rich kimchi culture, the culture of the kimchi people. This exhibit includes displays of cooking utensils and materials related to making, storing, and eating the famous pickled vegetables. The exhibit includes displays of cooking utensils, tools of cooking tools like pans, frying pans, spoons, forks, knives, and materials related to making, storing. You store something, you keep it for a long time, and keeping food for a long time. And eating, tisafdi, the famous pickled vegetables. The most famous vegetables that we pickle them. You know pickled? In Egypt here we make pickled. We make pickles like carrots, onions, and we keep the onions and the carrots in salty water for a long time. The museum also provides details about the history and nutritional benefits of South Korea's most beloved side dish. The museum also provides details, gives information about the history and nutritional benefits. The benefits, the advantages of nutrition. What's nutrition? Nutrition is the science of food and how this food affects your body. This is in South Korea. And in South Korea, they give you information about the beloved side dish, the famous side dish in the kimchi culture. Finally, stop by the souvenir shop to try various types of kimchi. You should stop there and you should try some new types, new kinds of kimchi. This is wonderful. You should try and eat different kinds of kimchi food. So the first museum is museum about kimchi food. The second museum, the Museum of Gold. The Museum of Gold, this is Bogota, Colombia. Look at the picture here, you have golden face, a mask, maybe. The Museum of Gold, Bogota, Colombia. If you want to see beautiful objects, if you want to see beautiful, wonderful things, the Museum of Gold is the place. It holds one of South America's most stunning collections. It has one of South America's most amazing, stunning, amazing, wonderful collections. It has a collection, a group of things that are made of gold, because the exhibits sparkle so brightly. You can actually take photographs without using a flash on your camera, because the exhibits sparkle, the exhibits shine brightly, shine a lot. You can take photographs without a flash. Not everything is made of gold. Although not everything is made of gold in this wonderful museum. Among the exhibits are ancient pre-Columbian items, things that's related to the pre-Columbian time. The old, very old time of pre-Columbian, the time before having Colombia, the time before the existence of Colombia. Many of them are made from a mixture of gold and copper. They are made from mixing gold and copper. You mix gold and copper. Copper is another mineral, another metal. It's a metal known as tumbaga. So that was the second museum, the Museum of Gold. Now, let's ask some questions about this museum. Is the Museum of Gold usual or unusual museum? The Museum of Gold in Colombia is an unusual one. What can you see in the Museum of Gold? The Museum of Gold, in the Museum of Gold, you can see beautiful objects. You can see beautiful gold exhibits. You can see tumbaga products. They are mixture of gold and copper. You can see exhibits related to the ancient, very old, ancient pre-Columbian items. Can I use the flash on my camera? No. If you want to take photos, you don't need to use a flash on your camera because the exhibits sparkle so brightly. 3. Look at the picture here. What do you see? This is a young lady. She's working in a factory and she's wearing gloves Yes, as if she is a chef. And what's this? This is chocolate. Chocolate, yes, but it's like a rabbit or something like that. The Chocolate Museum, Germany. The Chocolate Museum in Germany. 4. This is paragraph 4. The Chocolate Museum will teach you everything about chocolate, from cocoa beans to candy bars. So, in this wonderful museum, you will know everything about chocolate and the history of chocolate, from cocoa beans to candy bars. You'll learn about chocolate's 3,000 years history. So you'll know everything about chocolate 3,000 years ago, and discover how it was once used as money in South America. So in South America in the past, people used chocolate as money. You want to buy something, you give him a piece of chocolate. A real chocolate factory shows you how chocolate is made. A real chocolate factory will show you how can you make chocolate. After you finish the tour, you can sample a complimentary drink of rich, gooey, pure chocolate. After you finish your tour in this factory and in this museum, you can take a sample, a free sample. Sample a small amount of something, a free sample of chocolate. This chocolate is what? Complimentary, a compliment. Free, it's a gift. But this gift is what? A drink of rich, gooey, pure chocolate. Chocolate which is pure, without any additions, pure chocolate, pure, and it's rich chocolate, gooey, sicky and sticky, perfect, 100% perfect, excellent chocolate. For those with a sweet tooth, for those who like to eat desserts, for those who like to eat sugar, chocolates, and desserts. So, let's answer some questions about paragraph 4, this exercise. What's this? What's this place? This is the Chocolate Museum. What does it tell? The Chocolate Museum tells you everything about chocolate, from cocoa beans to candy bar. You can learn about chocolate's 3,000 years history. Do people use chocolate as money? No, they don't now. Did people use chocolate as money in the past? Yes. People used chocolate as money in South America. In South America 3,000 years ago. What does the Chocolate Museum give tourists? The Chocolate Museums gives a sample of complimentary drink of rich, gooey, pure chocolate to tourists. Now please try to answer these questions. Here, you read the article, find the word in italics below in the article, then circle the meaning of each word or phrase. So in this exercise, you are going to make a circle for every word, for every phrase, okay, that give you the meaning. The meaning here of the word must be in the article, in the passage. You choose. When you go off the beaten path, you do what? Do something unusual or go somewhere far away. You choose. What does it mean? Go off the beaten path. Beaten, T of the American British, beaten. Go off the beaten path. It means do something unusual. Do something unusual. 2. When something is founded. You know the verb find, found. This is the verb find. Another verb here, found with and then ed. Found, founded, founded. This verb means established, to establish something. So it means here it's started. Founded, started. 2. Founded, started. 3. When something is stunning. Stunning is extremely attractive or large. Attractive. Stunning, attractive. 4. When something is ancient. It's very old or common. Ancient, very old. Ancient Egyptians. Ancient, very old. 5. When something is complimentary. American complimentary. It's free of charge or very expensive. Free of charge. Free. Free without money. Without paying money. 6. When something is gooey, it's light and refreshing, thick and sticky. When something is gooey, it's thick and sticky. For number A answers, we said again, 1. Do something unusual. 2. Started. 3. Attractive. 4. Very old. 5. Free of charge. 6. Thick and sticky. B. Where do these sentences belong? Write the number of the paragraph where each sentence could go. We have here 4 sentences, and we have in the passage 4 paragraphs, introduction, and 3 paragraphs about 3 museums. 1. A. Don't forget to buy your favorite kind to bring home for dinner. So this is of course number 2. 2. Paragraph 2 about the Kimichi culture, about food and vegetables, the Kimichi culture. So number A, 2. 2A. B. Did you know that it wasn't popular in Europe until the 19th century? It wasn't famous in Europe. This is paragraph number 4. 4. About chocolate. Chocolate wasn't popular in Europe. C. The museum also features coins, jewelry, and pieces of rare art. This is paragraph number 3. D. There are some museums that try to be a little different, unusual museums. This is paragraph number 1, the introduction, 1. Again, the answers A, 2, B, 4, C, 3, D, 1. C. Per work. Which of these museums would you most like to visit and why? This is of course your question and your own point of view, your opinion. What is the best museum for you? Would you like to go to the Kimichi Museum, the Museum of Gold, the Chocolate Museum, and why? Tell the class. As for me, I like the Chocolate Museum because I like chocolate a lot. I like also to go to the Kimichi Museum because there are some kinds of food in Korea that we can use them as medicine. The Museum of Gold also is wonderful, so I like to visit all of these museums, all of them. That's the end of Unit 11, Part 2, Interchange 2, First Edition. Wish you all good luck, and now let's get the homework. Homework 1. Keep the words by heart. 2. Listen and repeat. 3. Answer the questions of the workbook. Last 3 pages of the workbook. Unit 11, Workbook, Interchange 2, Fourth Edition. 4. Go to www.interchangerkit.org for more exercises. 5. Watch the video of Interchange 2, Unit 11, the video of Cambridge. It's a wonderful episode. Wish you all good luck. Finally, like it, share it, and subscribe. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Presentation Plus is available exclusively with the new 4th edition of Interchange, the most widely used and the most successful English course in the world. This state-of-the-art software is designed to help you maximize your teaching effectiveness as you move seamlessly through each lesson, incorporating video, audio, and even online resources, all with the click of a mouse. With Presentation Plus, your students will be laser-focused on the task at hand as you use the built-in presentation tools to highlight key concepts, reveal answers to exercises, annotate passages, play class audio passages and video segments, and even embed web links right into your lessons. Let us show you how Presentation Plus can help you deliver more engaging and effective lessons. Visit the link below or contact your Cambridge University Press representative for a demonstration today.
ممكن نجيب كتاب انترتشينج في أي مكتبة على مستوى العالم. الكتاب موجود في العالم العربي كله، في السعودية، في الكويت، الإمارات، البحرين، مصر، والكتاب كمان موجود في فرنسا وإيطاليا وأسبانيا، في كل الدول وفي أوروبا. فكل الناس اللي هم بياخدوا اللغة الإنجليزية كلغة أجنبية تانية يقدروا يستخدموا الكتاب. عندنا مثلا في مصر في المكتبة الأكاديمية، وده جنب مترو أنفاق الدقي. مجرد تخرج من مترو أنفاق الدقي هتلاقي المكتبة على طول قدامك. مكتبة سفنكس في شارع الشواربي، شارع الشواربي في وسط البلد مشهور جدا. فعندنا مكتبة جرير. مكتبة جرير برضو بتقدم كتاب انترتشينج السلسلة كلها، ولها فروع في كل دول الخليج. مكتبة الأمازون اللي هي المكتبة رقم 1 على مستوى العالم، ودي برضو فيها كل النسخ بتاعة الانترتشينج